You know, it only happens once in our life that we really get a chance to get the girl. And this is the girl we go for. We go for the girl that breaks our heart, but the girl that can mend it as well. Now, I'm not saying you have to be like me. You don't have to fall for these women. But you could see how a man can be crushed by the outs. This is too fucking mushy. Alright, I'm Chill Chaos, and we're continuing getting the girl. If you've never heard of this game, I'm gonna butcher it right now. It's called Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, that's all butchered. It actually means the disabled girls. And it's another visual novel. With the success of getting the girl on Dont Die Dateless, I want to maybe up it a notch. Now, we went for the nerdy stereotypes, but what happens when there's an actual romance going on? An actual love? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Never played this game before, but I'm pretty sure we can do this. Let's ready? Let's go for it. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to little rattle the wooden chimes. That's symbolism and personification. The branches aren't really naked, you see? Symbolism, man. Personification. This is a popular retreat for the couples in the summer. The decadus trees provide a beautiful green canopy for the sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Well, that's sexual. Hisao, just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. This guy sounds like me. Ah, yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. That really doesn't happen that often. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker. But at least this way it shows a bit of initiative. I never got a note like that. Actually, that does happen sometimes. Maybe they do put notes in there. Girls are frisky and they're weird, but this is good. As I ponder the meaning of the note, also like the meaning of life, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in the stagnant world. It's getting really fucking deep. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slow to a crawl. They are crawling down beneath us. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Please don't let it be a dildo. Please don't let it be a dildo. Please don't let it be a dildo. Click. Hi, Hisao. Hi, Hisao. You came. Came, a hesitating but barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never as more than an eavesdropper of a conversation. This guy's a fucking creeper. Holy shit, he's worse than Steve. I turn to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh, this guy's got awkward written all over him. Oh god, I don't know how to say that. Oh, Wanakano! Sounds like an ancient, Native American tribe. I got a note telling me to wait here. Is it yours? Damn it! I spent all my afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Hey, I hear you, buddy. I once ran into a girl in the locker room. Don't know why she was in there. I'm like, this is the men's locker room. And that's all I had to say. And she kind of just like looked at me and gave me a dirty look. I'm pretty sure she was cleaning something or getting her boyfriend. I don't know. Nothing came out as a result. Pathetic. I know, I feel you, bro. Let's give you Hisao. I like that name, Hisao. Oh, Wanakano. Yes, I asked you to give that. Wait, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Well, this guy really, he's got a hard on for the girl, but that's alright. Oh god, symbolism. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Bro, that's called rape? We're not doing that here. We turned off the adult content. Okay? We did. We're not having any sexual stuff on the screen here. I can go to jail. Not really, but I can get my content removed. We're not doing that. So, here we are, out in the cold. Nice of you to join us. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. I can't say his fucking name. A Wendigo flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind. As if passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Why is she needing confidence? I'm the dweeb here. I'm the loser. She should be the one like, hey, are you gonna fuck me or what? She shouldn't need the confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, as she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. Well, that's just weird. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Well, you need to get some heart medication, because that's palpitations. That's how you die. My throat is tight, probably from the dick sucking if this is the first girl. I doubt I can even force a word out if I tried. Well, you gotta take the, forget it. We're gonna go, you see? I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. Wow, that's... I stand there motionless, saved from my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat. It's not the only thing you're massaging, buddy. You better fucking act fast right now, otherwise you are getting nothing. But this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao! Wait, is he having a heart attack? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is not good. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Oh, Lord, they're fucking killing the main character. Hisao! Sorry. The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, I want to go running towards me. All these fade to black. This is fucking depressing. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of the Awankano screaming for help and the encasting clatter of the branches above. Okay, what goes on next? Seriously, if you're this panicky around the girl, you need fucking help. Where the fuck are we? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Trauma Hospital over again. Oh, God. Four Leaf Studios presents A Tale of a Young Man, Katawa Shoujo. The coming-of-age movie, brought to you to the big screen. Inspiration, Ryata. Writing, Anonymous, and the Hive Mind. Editing, Silent Cook. Music, Blue123, Nicola Murphy. See, I really feel like this is too dramatic for me. I don't know how I feel about this. Last one, Dont Die Dateless Dummy, was comical. I don't know how I feel about a guy having a heart attack, meeting a girl, feeling a bit weird about it. I'm kind of confused. I don't know where I stand in this thing. Because I can understand from his point of view, you know, he's nervous, man. That was a chick, you know, and like a hot chick, and they wanted to get it on. But he died. Or died for brief. I don't know, he could be dead. So I'm kind of confused. But I'm hoping maybe he's not dead and we can continue the story. Although all this fading out shit's really confusing me. Remember, don't have a heart attack if you're talking to girls. That's most, both, like, you know, metaphorically and others. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Wow, this room is kind of bland. I don't like it. In that whole time, I could probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. Well, 4 months is a pretty long time and left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Well, I mean, people survive heart attacks all the time unless he's, like, crippled. Arrhythmia. A strange word. A foreign alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. Well, you are, buddy. It's in your fucking chest. A rare condition that causes the heart to act erratically, occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. I said it was a miracle that I was able to go so long without anything happening. Well, for me, you know, fucking you meet your first girl and you die. Is this really a miracle? I guess it's supposed to make me feel better. More appreciative of my life. Really do anything to cheer me up. I hear you, buddy. When I'm out there looking for girls, nothing cheers me up like dying. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I already had a full day of my digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. There is no cure. Or maybe there... Oh, yeah. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of this late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. I hope if I die or sick, I get balloons and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all get well gifts began trickling down to nothing. It's gonna happen, man. It's what happens when you get old, okay? People stop caring about you. I realized the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project. Oh, God. That's the worst when they have to send you cards. Now you just feel like shit. All right, buddy. Hi, Sal. We're gonna keep on pulling through, man. You're not a creeper. I realize that you are not a creeper. You're a good man. You have a good, well, not to say you have a good heart, but that's not true. You have a good passion. There you go. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Well, at least they came by. Awakano was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. Well, when the people die, they kind of have to be impersonal. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything straightforward. but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. You said there's no cure, you lying cocksucker, Hisao. So I oddly observed the scar that those surgeries left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking that this was some kind of omen. I will get the vagina. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answers shows me there's at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my... This is getting way too fucking deep for me. I feel like this is doing a mental mindfuck on my head, and Hisao is going to become me, and I can't die, alright? I got too much shit to do. I have a dog to feed. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go way back for more. I found that I liked a little reading, and even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. It's better than feeling naked without a cock in your hands. But I love the stories. That was my life was like. The days become increasingly hard to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess. I was trapped inside, instead of moving from within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day or week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. You ever get that? You're just sitting there and you think of everything stupid you ever did and it just comes back to fucking haunt you? Oh dear God. Fucking hate those times. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Why can't you cry? I cried all the time. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. Well, you dick, you better tell me some good news, otherwise I'm gonna be fucking pissed. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe. This is the ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time, sorts his papers, then sets them aside to make a point list of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment, as if he has something good to tell me. Hello, Hisao. How are you doing today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little, back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be... I'm good. Gonna have sex. We have all the medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my bed, whose expressions turn wooden as he reads it quickly. Wooden? I see the symbolism, Four Leaf Studios. That's a joke for a dick. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look of self feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Well, I don't know. You either die or you take the medication. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Hallucinations, clinical depression. This guy's really fucked. Alright, let's see how fucked you are. This is insane, I think to myself. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and doses are listed line to line with cold precision. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. I think it only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life? Every day? I'm afraid this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that this list fade over the years. Well, thanks for the good news, doctor. Thanks for the optimism, okay? I'll just go out there and fucking swallow all these pills like it's fucking nerds and Tic Tacs, okay? Probably die and my liver will give out. That's how I feel. I'm Hisao. I have feelings too. Years. What kinds of confidence booster is that? I felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. I agree, buddy. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it'd be best if you don't return to your old school. Bro, I got chicks there. They got my digits. Bro, I'm getting my dick sucked today. Come on, you can't do that to me. What? Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. All I said was what, and he's already jumping down my throat. Seriously, man. Seriously, calm down, Dad. Just calm the fuck down. Calm down. The way he says he tells me if he knew full, it wouldn't like. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concerns showed, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. Supervision. Like fucking X-Man, X-ray vision. At least not until we're sure the medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with the disabled students. I guess that C's where it is called disabled girls. Katawa Shoujo. Disabled? What am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Well, this is just some fucked up bullshit if I must say so myself. This doctor's a fucking masochist. Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearly a selling point, seriously. Of course, the only way you want to go. I can't do too many fucking voices, too many. Of course, that's the only way if you want to go, but your mother and I really aren't able to homeschool you. Oh, oops. We went out there and had a couple of looks a week back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice in the matter. Well, you know what? When you're growing up, you really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with their condition usually tend to live long lives. Oh, usually. Thanks, buddy. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue our education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. This is fucking bullshit if I've ever heard it. This doctor's a whore, my father's a whore, my mother's a cheating slut. What's next on the list? Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty... Oh, God, where did the British guy come from? It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that could get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. Many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. Wait a second. We got disabled people as doctors? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something is so important. I hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? Our normal life is out of question now. Well, maybe you shouldn't have had a fucked up heart, buddy. It's funny. I always thought my life was actually kind of boring. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is I know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of this all. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice, I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. Hisao, me and you, guy, we'll get some coffee. I know how you're feeling. And you're not even laying in the bed. Where the fuck are we? That's what I want to know. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's all I could think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It'd be a mistake to just rein myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. You just had a complete revelation without even doing anything. I say we go to school and see what kind of chicks we can bang. Or casually walk into, since there's no adult counters.